We're live.
Oh, you just caught me eating some figs here. Welcome back to another session of the Gilded Dice, where we play the Storm King's Thunder. I found my D4. I did not step on it, but I found it, and it made me very happy. I'm gonna finish this fig here real quick.
Apparently, every fig has the remains of a female wasp inside.
What?
I mean,
that's
true for any dried fruits or vegetables.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Is
Interesting.
it actually?
What is that? What are you showing us, Cortian? I don't know what that is.
We went live.
You're muted. Oh. All right. Welcome back to another session of the Gilded Dice. Last session, you guys finally made your way to Noanar's hold with the intention of delivering a saddle, a very ornate saddle that you had picked up in Belliard, and sought to deliver it to its rightful owner in return for some sort of monetary reward or payment. Upon arriving to Noanar's hold, you immediately kind of noticed there was something off about this town. It was old and run down, but signs showed that it was glorious back in the day. The villagers all gave you wide berth and stayed in their homes at the sight of you, and didn't really want anything to do with you. You eventually made your way to the White Hart Inn, where you met a rather interesting old proprietor of this inn. His name was Avgar Filroy. He was a little bit strange, a little bit crazy. He seemed to hold in high regard the 5 hunt lords that ruled this area and the great hunt that was occurring that night. He kind of guided you to different parts of the town, the general store, which he suggested was open and would be able to provide you with supplies, but it had been destroyed and run down many years ago. I'm not really sure what you guys should do. You made your way and delivered the saddle to a old dwarf named Amrath Molnabar, the castellan of Noanar's hold, of the keep, rather. It was a little bit spooky, and Cortian did sense undead presence in there. Upon leaving that, you guys went back to the inn, took some rooms, and debated endlessly of what exactly you needed or wanted to do here, as it was a side stop, meant to be only 10 minutes long. You debated whether you should leave, you should stay, you should leave, you should stay. No one could decide, at which point Lucius heard horses in the distance leaving the hunt lord's keep and trailing off to the distance. It was at that point you realized the hunt was on. The 5 lords had left the keep in search of a hunting prey, in which they do on the outskirts of this region. For fear of your crew, you guys went to the hunt keep, used a patch of Rognar's robe, put a window in, entered, killed the innocents and helpless. Innocent, loose, you don't know, but definitely helpless. Also, you're not really sure. Amrath Moldabar the dwarf, you slaughtered him. Lucius hung him from the rafters outside in front of the main door. Cortian to put a glyph on the door. You guys explored the keep, not really finding too much, knowing that it's been unused for about 2 centuries. And now you lay in wait inside the Hunt Lord's keep, waiting for the Hunt Lords to return.
So before we set up our actual ambush, I want to go back to the body hanging from the door.
Yes.
And collect a vial of his blood.
All right. It's not hard, as he's bleeding profusely still from the open gashed wound that you cut him with your great sword, and you are able to drip some of his blood into a vial. Get quite a bit, actually.
And minor detail: Lucius killed him violently.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to feel responsible for.
I
this.
want to give credit to Lucius for that.
No, 100% on Lucius, with the side help of Wolverbane, but not with the intention of killing him. Wolverbane did grab him, but
I'm not responsible for this.
All right, so it's late. It's about 2 a.m. You guys are gonna set up an ambush inside the keep. So anything you guys want to do as you prepare your ambush?
Let me open my character sheet here.
So just a rough image of what this. Roughly is what it looks like. So main hall of the chamber. There are a couple of doors on the left and right, obviously leading to the kitchen and other rooms. A staircase that leads up to a second landing with more rooms that you've explored. And again, there's another set of staircases that go to a third floor. Also, you notice there's, the main door to the north is kind of entering the chamber of the banquet hall. A few doors to the left and right enter smaller sort of areas, common rooms and lounges. And a couple doors as well that you had explored that lead down to a cellar, another one down into a sort of dungeon place with some cells, which you guys had spent some time to explore and didn't really find anything. Just for the purpose of this map, though, however, I just want to point out that on the second floor, there is a second layer. It does overlook the ground floor, as you can see here. Kind of loops around and whatnot, so just keep that in mind as you guys are setting up your ambush.
Okay.
And it's made out of lava.
It's red carpets. That's moldy and old. Okay, Rogadar.
Guys,
Sorry.
I have a good plan. I mean, Cortion, is your glyph ready? Is it set?
Yeah, it's ready.
And are we like all sticking like in the same area? Are we all in the same room?
I thought some people were staying up the stairs.
Cause here's what I could do. Hey, can everyone hear me in this house right now? Yeah, I guess so, right? We're all in the same room.
You guys are kind of moving about, so you're preparing.
Okay, so should I put up my hut? The problem is if I put up the hut is that I can't really do anything. But it would create like a little space of safeness.
Set the tower down.
Good plan, but it's a good idea though. I don't know, but if I do that, I mean,
We go up onto the roof.
it's not a
and
surprise
tower down.
anymore. But if I put the hut, I can not do anything other than healing you if you come inside. But if something goes wrong, it lasts for 8 hours and we can do something inside.
What
If we start a fight with these guys, we could and get hurt. We could run inside
Yeah.
and
short
wait something
rest.
out,
You
Well,
can
they-
take a short rest.
and they can't get inside.
They can't get inside.
You can't take a it takes half an hour to short rest.
Yeah, but they would short rest too. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty much the only thing I can do.
Can we like shoot things from
No,
inside it?
no, nothing can go through. But you can go out and come back in. You can go out, attack, and run back inside.
I don't know why we need that now, though.
Well, I can put it up. They can come from behind and attack us.
How
If
long
any-
does the spell last, Saya?
And
8
they
hours.
They can't see inside, right?
No.
Do you
They-
have
they
to
won't know.
maintain the spell from inside?
Yeah.
They won't know how many of us.
Can you
Are
cast
inside.
spells through the barrier?
No. But if you come inside, I can heal you.
Is it concentration?
No.
I'm not seeing any cons for that move.
I mean, if anything, like, I lose a spell slot, but I can leave it and it just dissipates.
And we lose the element of surprise. Could be
If-
incredibly valuable on its own.
What do you mean we lose the element of surprise? How?
Well, they're going to. The hut's not invisible, right? We
No.
established this before.
Yeah.
So if they see a hut inside their house when they arrive, we're not
I mean,
going to
they're
be
gonna
able to.
see your dead guy hanging.
Yeah, but they're not going to know where we are. We can get
Well,
a
they
surprise
wouldn't.
attack on them.
They wouldn't know more if the hut's up. DM, here's a question.
Mhm.
If they hide behind the hut,
Mm-hmm.
then they would be having cover.
Mhm.
That's interesting too.
Can we get a marker on the map where the body's hanging?
It's outside.
It's outside. It's outside the front door. It's like hanging
Okay,
in front of the
cool.
exterior.
I mean, like, if we put it inside the house, I don't think at that point it will how I don't know how it will change to have the element of surprise. You could also
Because we can
surprise
observe.
them before they see the hut. If we put the hut close to the front door. But you guys don't have to be inside the hut for when the fights start.
I'm in favor of observing their behavior before we strike. Won't be possible to do that if they see the hut.
Okay, so we're assuming they have dark vision, but if it's dark, if it's like black inside, and I make a black hut, would they really see it? DM question.
Yeah, just like any other object.
If they haven't, like
What
we
if,
haven't
like-
seen any signs that they light this place at all, have we?
I mean, there's the very old remains of torch holders and such, but no torch has been lit in this.
So nothing
many
looks like
years.
it's been used in like a long time, right?
No. Amrath definitely didn't like this place at all during his time here. Gone too soon.
Also, like, how are the walls? Are the walls like made of stone?
Yeah.
Because if I can make it any color, so if I make it like a very similar gray to the walls, it would kind of blend in.
It's not an invisible hut. Like Lucius standing in the dark in a black cloak doesn't make him invisible in the dark.
No, I know, but it's like
Similarly, the hut can't match textures.
no, I know, but I'm just saying like like it lowers the chances of really noticing it.
These creatures can clearly see just fine in the dark. Never
Yeah.
light this place up.
Yeah.
Sure, they would notice a hut, a 15-foot
hut?
hut, or whatever it is, 20-foot hut.
Okay. Is there any furniture in this room?
Nope. It is bare. It is empty.
What are those
Cold.
like? Are those pillars?
Those are pillars, yeah, that are supporting the ceiling.
And is there like under the staircase it's closed or is it open?
It's closed. It's all just stone.
So no hut?
Is there any other huts in the room that we could disguise it with?
Cordion is on fire.
So what do you guys want to do?
So no hut? No hut? Then no hut it is. Too bad. Oh,
Yep.
I can ritual cast it and then it's no spell slot used.
Did we look in those 4 doors?
It's presumed that during you guys spent some time doing investigations around the, spent about an hour looking through. They're just side rooms or common rooms. The ones to the west and east. One served as a sitting room, common at one point. And maybe the other one was an old library that's been long destroyed, and all the books have been rotted away. The ones to the north, on either side, one leads to a chamber down below the keep, which is sort of would have served as a storehouse. The other one goes down to what serves as a small dungeon, a small jail cell where they would have kept presumably the locals.
Cool. Okay.
And of course, the one to the direct north leads to the banquet hall. So,
Liz, time to wake up.
So my glyph is. Let's talk about where my glyph is. Let's say it's on the door. That's not good for you if you want to observe that.
So the door is it's a two panel door. Are you casting on one on both, or are you casting right in the middle? Like what's the trigger? I guess the seam, the 2 doors opening kind of thing, or
Yeah, I would love. I mean, like ideally, if they open the door, it triggers. But
yeah, okay. Well, I'll just say that's
Yeah,
just keep it easy.
maybe I'd talk to team and see if they like that idea. Do you guys? Let's assume that I haven't put it on.
Sure.
Are you guys okay if I put this glyph on the door? It's gonna trigger as soon as they walk in.
It really depends on what spell you had in mind for it.
It ain't gonna be a nice one.
Like, if it's something that will do damage or put them at a disadvantage, but not force us to attack immediately, then I would say go for it. If it's something that basically, as soon as it triggers, we have no choice but to attack, that's not so good.
But also, then the hut is more useful.
Yeah, it's actually just a hut. It's a hut. Triggers a hut.
Lucius,
It locks them in.
Lucius,
Yes,
what do you
Rogadar.
need to do by? What do you mean by observing them? Like, you just want to watch them for a few minutes, or is it if we keep one alive at the end, and you just want to talk to them?
I want to see how they react to both the body and the glyph. And I would like to see if they basically move within a better attacking range. The open space is not the best place for an ambush. If they were to move closer to the stairs or to the or into one of the rooms, we might be able to even more effectively attack them.
Well, if they are undead, I don't know many intelligent undead creatures. So would they potentially just go and back to the banquet hall and wait there for the next nightfall?
If that is the case, then we can quite easily barge in on them there.
Okay. I was just thinking because we could easily set an ambush in that room.
Then, of course, we risk them not going in there, and we spend the evening sitting around doing nothing.
I mean, we didn't even see them coming out. We don't even know if they actually use the door or if they go through the walls.
Ooh, spooky.
Guys, what's your plan?
They're undead.
Hey,
They're
I'm
not-
the DM. I ask you, guys, what's your plan?
Well, clearly we don't have one.
All right. So in that case, you guys gonna sit around?
They're undead. That doesn't mean they're ghosts, right? Ghosts and undead are different. Two different things.
Yeah, undead are like skeletons. They don't go through the wall.
Yeah, and okay, so we can be. I have the confidence that they're not gonna go through the wall.
Okay.
I mean, like I did up until you mentioned. Like I feel like they won't go through the wall. So I feel like they gotta come through that door.
I'm cool to hide in a room while you people watch. Because I won't hide very well, I can guarantee that.
So you want the hut, Rogadar?
No, I'll just go and hide in a room. There's a nice sitting room over there. I'll just go and wait in there.
All right, you gonna go do that, Rogadar?
I mean, if you would all rather just attack right away, then we certainly can do that. I just,
I kind of want to listen in on any conversation they're having.
yeah, exactly. I figured it might be interesting to at least see how they
Kurchan,
think.
do undead usually talk to each other?
We're assuming they're undead.
I mean, they definitely when they come, they have a purpose and a goal. And these
Well, is
guys
it possible that
obviously
they
do.
use like telepathy or something and just like spirit talk to each other?
Maybe, maybe if they're really powerful. But I feel
Maybe.
like yeah, maybe. I mean, DM, do I know?
Yeah, so you would know you've encountered all manner of undead, from both simple creatures like zombies, who can only understand like the language they may have known in their past life, to very complex and intelligent creatures like a lich, for example. A lich is undead, but they are powerful mages and intelligence beyond beyond what you guys can comprehend.
Oh man.
So, to suggest that undead are just simple creatures would be a huge disadvantage for your planning.
So we really then we really need a better plan than what we have. We need to do like a Home Alone.
Yeah.
Just booby traps everywhere.
Like I need to like go around the house and grab the ropes and grab like the hammers and then we make like a thing that like will fall on them when they come in.
It's called traps.
Yeah, okay. Can I do that?
I have a boat if you need that to fall on them.
No, thanks. But like, is there a kitchen with like big pots or something?
Yeah, the kitchen you guys came in through, where you
And
killed.
can I
What
grab?
gonna do?
Can
What
I
are pots
grab a
gonna do?
big pot and put all the knives in it, and then hang it on top of the door, and then it will just fall on them when they walk in, and that will create a distraction, and then we can hide more easily because they won't hear, but we'll hear them arrive. How about that?
And then I put the glyph on the pot, so when it lands on
It just blows up.
No, but you can
shooting
put the
knives
glyph-
everywhere.
But if you put like the glyph like inside, and then like they get double hurt. They get hurt, and they get like destabilized by the knives falling on them, and then they walk in, and boom, glyph explodes on them. Double pain. Oh.
As you guys are contemplating the ridiculous plans, you hear just in the distance, echoing through the night air, a deep-sounding war horn, or a hunting horn of sorts, that just billows.
But at the beginning of the night, we only heard the horses. We didn't hear a horn, did we?
No, just horses gallivanting away.
DM, I think in English it's bellow.
What did I say?
Billow.
Did I say billow?
Billow.
Sorry, bellow. Don't Google image billow.
Shut up!
Google that.
Google that. Bellows through the air.
Rogadar, if you want, I can make you invisible.
Wolverbane, at this time, while these
But
guys are
that will
discussing,
only last until
what are you suggesting?
use a spell.
I was planning on using a spell.
Or
I'm
attacking.
suggesting
Planning
hiding
on attacking.
in the
Yeah, but
corners behind
until
a
then.
pillar and just waiting.
all right. So place yourself behind where you want to situate if you're presumably using this room.
This is the front door to the
Correct. Yeah.
main. So
Tiles
like,
are 5.
I'd go over on this side. I'd kind of saunter over behind a pillar and be like, "I'll be over here," with the idea that these guys will like walk to the center, talk a little bit, and I can get a little bit behind them, and we'll be able to attack from more than one direction.
I think I'll be fine without the spell for now, Zaya. Perhaps saving it for later would be good.
Okay. So
Alright.
I'm just gonna. Where are you guys going? Lucius, Rogadar, and Cortian are staying in the middle.
I want to
I've
go
got a
up to the
I got a
balcony.
plan.
Sure.
I got a plan. Okay, my plan is, where's the body? The body in the room? Can we put him on the map?
The body is hanging outside the front door, swinging in
Oh.
front of the door, on the exterior.
I was gonna put the glyph under the body so that when they approached it,
I mean, you can go outside and do that if you wish.
Lucius, would that help us? I can make the glyph explode upon action of my choice. So could be that when they remove the body, or if they move it, or if they leave the area in which they view the body, that would give us a little time to listen to them.
I don't see that as being much different than setting it on the door.
So I'm thinking they walk in, they'll walk in and want to inspect the body, or at least see what this is. They walk up to it, and it gives you just a little bit more time to observe them before they walk off and trigger the trap.
Oh.
Because alternatively, I don't think the glyph is either gonna alert them right away, or we don't use the glyph, because I think it's
Can I stealth?
put us in combat. They'll be pretty alert.
Is there any glyph that you could
No.
set that would give them some sort of disadvantage in the coming combat?
To one person, yeah, but not for the group.
Make yourself check.
Then
And it would I have one. I do have one.
Reroll.
I mean, I'll leave it to your judgment, Cortion. Much as it pains me to say that.
No, I can do that. Can
Okay. So
Put
where is
some-
everyone hiding?
I'm behind a pillar on the
So
corner.
Where
The
did we want to potentially fight these guys? Do we want to fight them in the center of the room? Or see if they traveled further into a smaller area?
I mean, if they see the dead body and they come in, and they get the glyph, they'll know that someone was inside. So from that moment, they'll be on their guard, no matter what. I think. Anyways, I'm just hiding behind this pillar. Okay, let's just say that.
Okay, I'll go and hide behind this pillar then.
well then yeah, okay. Is there anything like the balcony above? Is that like a solid wall, like a solid lower wall?
No,
or is
it's like a you got a banister
like, yeah, posts?
with post.
You can
with
see
holes
through
in
it.
Correct. All right, so those
Um,
of you hiding behind pillars, give me stealth checks. It's Wolverbane and Rognar. Besides, already done hers.
I can't even see the door right now. I am so blocked by this pillar. And this is going to be
Wow.
bad still.
I'll give you that stealth check.
I'm still gonna go up to. You said there was rooms.
Yeah, there's rooms and
Behind the
hallways that
balcony?
back further up from beyond the view of the center area. If you want to go hide in some of the rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
got
hide.
a 3.
I'm gonna hide in one of the rooms upstairs.
Why do you have disadvantage? You at
Heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
heavy armor.
Okay, so Lucius, you go sneak up. We'll say just put you off to the north there, and you're not too far from the fray.
It's really dusty. You start to sneeze.
Don't worry, Wolfbane only got 2 Rognar, so
Yes.
two or threes.
So I'm still. Wolverine's sneezing louder than I am right now.
I should get it. I should get advantage because I'm not
Wolfbane.
wearing anything.
Yes, Wolfbane. Corten, are you gonna hide beside Rognar?
Yeah, I'm making a stealth check now.
Okay.
And Lucius-
I made
I
mine
would
just
like
in
to-
case, but I'm way further away.
I would like to send coils outside
Okay.
and just be looking through his eyes for anyone approaching. Maybe he's like tucked on a tree
Mhm.
and he's just like looking at the path a bit.
How long does it last?
How long does what last?
That spell of looking through his eyes. Is it like
So I activate it and then I can dismiss it whenever I want.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So right now I can't see Cortion, so I'm just standing with my back against a pillar.
All right.
I also can't
Um,
hear him.
Perfect. So Lucius is up in one of the rooms. The rest of you are hiding behind pillars. Rognar is watching the coil's eyes, watching the frontal area of the keep. And Cortion, you're placing down a rune, I presume. Is that you?
Say it again. I'm what?
Is that you putting down that drawing there?
Yeah, I'm figuring like it could be 10 feet, so that's what I'm putting it.
Like a 10 feet square?
It says 10 feet. Surface can't be more than
Okay, so that's a 10 by
right.
10.
That's
Well, I guess that's 10 feet. Yeah.
it can
Okay.
cover an area of a surface no larger than 10 feet in diameter.
Oh, is it circular?
Circle.
Your mic's cutting out a lot.
Is it really? I might be this.
Sensitivity, yeah.
Yeah, it's a circle.
So if you hold Alt when you draw, it'll give a circle. Like this. Ba-ba! Ta-da!
Cool.
Is this
Alright.
where y'all make a snowman? Alright, so I would like to do one other thing. I would like to start preparing to cast Mirror Image.
while you're
Well, I have Mirror Image like on the mind. I'm like all
Okay.
ready to go with it.
on the tip of your mind. Gotcha.
Sorry, what's the circle?
That's the rune.
Oh, I see.
All right. So, with that in mind, we're reaching about 3 a.m. in the morning. You guys are getting pretty tired, but you're on edge and ready for this plan to take in its effect. I've got a question for you all. Are you or are you not, just out of curiosity, locking the front door? Or are you keeping it unlocked for them to enter?
I'd assume we left it however it was when we found
yeah,
it.
how was it when we arrived? Because I would have had to
Lock.
go out to hang the body.
Yeah. Well, it would have been locked, as Amrath does keep it locked. But
But he would have the one who wants to open the door for them.
You would have entered the window and slew.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
did we
No, but he
open
would
the
he
door?
would open the door for them. So if we locked it, they couldn't get in
So you
from
had a
that
key.
way.
I have a feeling they can get into their own hold.
But then they're suspicious right off the bat. Oh, yeah, never mind.
There's a
There's
body
outside.
hanging from the doorway.
Unless somebody has like disguised self and can turn into the Castellan guy and then pretend to be him for a while. Forget about the body outside.
No, I like the idea of pissing them off.
All right. So unlocked. All right. And is that your final preparations? Anything else you guys want to do? Discuss or
Give me
whatnot?
1 sec.
I mean, I'll have a spell prepared, ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, is that a different thing? Like, what is a prepared spell? Is that something different?
So, like, as your action on any turn, you can prepare a reaction, which basically, like, lets you use your reaction. You can set, like, a trigger. So, like, when such and such happens, I'm going to do this action. And it can either be an action or a movement. It can't be both. So the idea is if we're outside of combat, I mean, you can kind of just do this until we enter combat. Like, the idea is, like, every turn you're spending your action setting this reaction. But you can do it in combat too.
Out of combat, if I were to do a spell, I still couldn't use my action
To what?
to use a spell as well.
Well, I mean, you would prepare something like as your action in your surprise rounds. You're gonna say like,
Oh,
as soon as I come through the door, I'm gonna blast them with Toll of the Dead. Kind of thing.
right.
And
So
that'll
it's a round.
Yeah, so like during combat, you could do that. During your initiative, or you could be like, okay, I don't want to do anything. I want to hold my action and set a reaction to do Toll the Dead when Zaya attacks a creature that hasn't been hurt. So Zaya does her attack, then you immediately do yours. You can kind of put yourself out of turn order that way. All right. So, is that it? Anything else?
I'm going to give a I touch Rogadar on the shoulder and I say, "This will protect you from falling in battle."
Why are you touching me, Cortion?
Like your
I'd come
skin.
back to myself.
He was look at the Coil's eyes. I couldn't hear you nor see you, Cortion.
Right. Where's Coils?
Outside, just scouting around.
And I had touched him on the shoulder, just giving him death ward.
Death ward.
That sounds very useful.
Was that when I die, like I come back to 1 hit point or something?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You got any more of those?
I only have 1 4th level spell. Fact.
So as the time passes and whatnot, the sun is going to begin rising maybe within an hour and a half. It's still dark outside, but morning is coming over the bend of the great forest. And you hear once again the hunting horn that just bellows through the air and finds its way to your ears. All right. In that case, if we're ready to go.
in the time that it's been taking, since it's been 3 a.m. And they haven't gotten much sleep, I think Wolverbane has been sitting behind the pillar and he kind of dozes off, trying to get a little shut eye before this battle starts.
All right. But
I prepare a spell.
the sound of the horn does stir you from your sleep. You're
Does it-
restless.
Sorry.
You're restless. You feel you don't feel as rested as you need to be for combat. You're feeling a little bit exhausted, all of you, despite trying to get some shut eye.
Just want to point out that I actually verified this rule. Exhaustion kicks in after 24 hours of being awake.
All right. So you're not quite exhausted, but not at your peak, but not exhaustion points. Right.
I've been chewing on some like beef jerky with the pepper, with the death pepper spice on it.
So listening at the sound, does it sound further or closer than last time we heard
Closer.
it? Okay.
Cortian, the air around you just becomes spicy and hard to breathe as Roganar is chopping down on this jerky that's doused in death pepper.
Do you want some Roganar? It's really good.
No. Please.
At which point you hear a third blast. This time it's much closer. Roganar, you immediately jump back into Coil's vision, and Coil's from where he's perches outside the holds. He sees 5 horsemen approaching the holds.
Okay. Over the earpiece. I'm just gonna say they're just outside the hold now.
You see what appears to be 5 very undead riders approaching. Make a perception check for this.
For the flying snake.
The flying snake.
That I don't know what his perception is. What is it? Wisdom?
Perception is
It's +1.
wisdom is +1, yeah.
Yeah. $10.
Alright. You see again 5 riders just galloping on these very undead looking horses, skeletal, but covered in old leather and metal that just encapsulates both the rider and the horse itself. The one that leads them seems to be much bigger, much more stout than the other 4. Presumably this is Lord Vale, the leader of the hunt. And on 3 of the riders, on Lord Hunt's mount, on either side of his saddle, which you notice is the saddle that you guys brought him, are 2 bundled bodies hanging from the sides, and the 4 riders behind him each have 1 bundled body hanging from their saddle. I need one of you guys to give me the fated roll of a d6.
Told you our crew members were dead.
Oh man.
Who wants to roll?
Who's rolling it?
Sure,
I don't
I'll
want to
do
be
it.
responsible.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna say I'll do it because it's gonna take longer than any of you guys. So you guys do it. Ooh.
All right.
Damn.
You watch as they approach Rogadar from Quells' vision. As they approach the main door from the exterior, let me move you back. Actually. Let me see here. Stand by. Let's do this. As they approach,
Okay.
There is something seriously wrong with that horse.
yeah, you can see flesh dripping from, kind of peeling off their skin. As they approach the front door, they see the body of Amrath swinging in the winds. Lord Vale puts up his fist, kind of in a stopping motion, and they all kind of fan out and are looking. You see now that they carry long swords and bows. Lord Vale himself also has a large lance that's made of twisted bone and metal and fused together. They look at, he observes the body of Amrath and slowly brings his horse closer and drives the lance into the rope that hangs, causing Amrath's body to fall to the grounds.
I described this over the earpiece because Lucius wanted to see what they would do.
All right. At which point you hear Lord Vale's look to one of the other riders and says, "Lord Kaiser, inspect the body." You watch as one of the other mounted individuals dismounts, lands with a giant clash on the ground. Clad in armor, but you can see the skeletal form from within. He walks over, picks up with quite ease just the body of Amrath, and begins to look over his body, the wound, and finds the note in the pocket. Retrieves it, drops the body on the ground, and hands it over to Lord Vale. Folds it, reads it, and just kind of tosses it to the side. They now begin to kind of form in front of the door, facing it. Lord Vale takes his lance, just drives it to the body of Amrath, and just picks him up in a sort of kind of pincer, like a sausage on a fork, just, and then takes his lance and taps the door. You guys all hear from within the horses outside kind of neighing and the sound of it beating on the door. Lord Vale then shouts inward towards you guys, or towards the interior of this the chamber. He says, "Fools, you have doomed yourselves. You have killed a servant of the Eternal Hunt, and now you are marked. Open this door, and we shall let you run. Run as far as you can. Escape to the furthest reaches of this land. And when you feel safe, we will slaughter you for the glory of Orcus." And you watch Rogadar from your perspective. Two of them flank the doors outwards, and kind of Vale backs up, waiting for you guys to begin your run for your life.
Okay, I missed something, but how does Rogadar see all this? Oh,
Coils.
Right.
So I'm sorry, he said that they would let us run and then hunt us when we feel safe?
Basically hunt you down, yeah. For the glory of Orcus.
I whisper over the earpiece, hold your ground.
Yeah, don't go out there. They're flanking the door. Bad idea.
Yeah, man. I live here now. I ain't going out there.
It's a nice manor. We didn't get one yet. Why not?
Yeah, this could be our keep, guys. Look,
Yeah.
it's pre-built. We don't have to like.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check for Coils.
Oh, okay. I'd assume he's like hiding in a tree. So.
Like the thing is, I mean, unless they find Coils right now, they have no way of knowing that we're even in here. Like, we could have killed their servant and left, right?
Mhm.
So don't give away our position yet.
There's a snake rustling in the tree.
Even that doesn't necessarily mean we're inside.
They, you watch from your perspective, Rogar, and you just see one of them, without even moving, just turn and, like, look around. They're kind of observing the area. You're dealing with huntsmen who have been hunting for centuries. 2 centuries almost, in fact. Lord Vale points to another one of his members and says, "Lord Ballo, track them." And you watch as one of the members dismounts. He kind of saunters forward, and he kind of takes a knee and starts surveying the ground in front of the door, looking for footprints, looking for footsteps of any sort of visitor. You watch for a few moments, about 5-10 minutes, as he mounts back up and does a circle around the keep. Did you guys leave the window in the kitchen?
Fuck, I told you about the window.
Well, you can't take the window away.
can't
It's
take
a
the window
permanent
away, right?
window.
That's
now.
true.
Like,
yeah,
that
that
did cross my mind, but I figured
Right.
like
The patch. Yeah, you cannot remove the patch. I thought it was still a patch for some reason. Lord Ballo comes back and says, "Lord Vale, they have circled and entered through a window. There has been some foot traffic in this area.
Crap.
I've seen them. Their footprints lead inside. They have not exited. We have company within." Lord Vale says, "Very good, Lord Ballo. Observant as always." And Lord Ballo gets back onto his mount.
Rogadar, how many of them
And they
is there
wait.
outside?
They wait and wait. About 15 minutes pass as they just stand there, waiting. Do any of you guys do anything, or just wait it out?
I ain't going out there.
All right. At which point,
What do you guys say?
Well,
There's 5 out there.
there are 5 mounted beasts.
I have the wrong spell.
Okay, so hey, Rogadar, there's 5 beasts, but is there like a commander on all of them?
Rogadar doesn't respond because Rogadar can't hear you right now.
Yeah.
Oh. So
At
we
which
don't
po-
know information.
At
do
which
we?
point, Lord Vale kind of does a motion with his hands. Rogadar, you see him kind of command his troop, and he takes his big lance, still with Amrath still impaled on it, pounds the door, and says, "Very well. The price of your actions are heavy. The death of a servant to Orcus
hate
comes at
this.
great cost. Their blood is on your hands." At which point he lifts what appears to be a bone-twisted horn, lifts it to his mouth, blasts it. The 5 huntsmen, lords, take ride into the town of Noanar's Holds. You watch. It doesn't take them long to reach there, Rogadar, but you watch in bloody horror as villagers come screaming outside of their homes as the huntsmen go through the town, slaughtering everyone in their path. Children, women, not even a second thought.
But I mean, there's no one on their path. They're all hiding in their houses.
They dismount, kick down the doors, pull out the visitors, and slaughter them. Absolute
Okay.
slaughter. What are you guys doing this meantime?
Ugh.
Little awkward, guys. They just killed the town.
They're slaughtering it now, at the moment. You just hear screaming.
We can't stay in here.
I mean, we have to get out now.
Are they all gone from outside the keep?
Yeah, all five of them have left.
But we have to exit through the window because now the front entrance has a glyph on it.
I can choose when it's triggered. Like I could choose that it can't be triggered by us.
Oh,
Like, I guess I would have just naturally have done that.
Yeah, it's
okay.
So they do. I come out of coils now. So they do have longbows.
They all have
So
those.
range could be an issue.
They said that if we run, they'll chase once we feel safe. So maybe we run to the airship. And we fight them from the airship. Did you see the bodies that they had on the saddle?
No, there were bodies, but I couldn't tell who they were.
You recognize, but based on their clothing, they were wearing black cloaks. You caught
Never mind. It was probably our crew.
It was your crew.
Oh shit.
I thought our crew wore red cloaks.
No, they're black cloaks of the.
Picturing them
cult.
wrong this whole time.
No, it's the black cloaks of the dragon cultists.
I think because it was like for the glory of Clouth. Clouth is
Yeah,
red.
you figure they wear red cloaks, but they haven't. They're not very coordinated.
Also, this whole time I've been like coordinated with them.
You know what? For sure, this is the first time it's ever come up. So you know what? They're red. They're red cloaks. We've never discussed it, but they have red cloaks and a black
Wait.
mask.
But I thought they're. Oh, black mask. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Anyways,
So you see the
I-
red. It's indistinguishable. You see the red cloaks of your crew.
I kind of go over the earpiece. I say, like, will running away even help these people now?
I honestly think they're already dead. That's coming from me.
We have to do something. They're all gonna die.
We
I
need
ran out the door.
to do something.
What do you propose, Wolverbane?
Attack! And I run out the door.
You run out. All right. Sure.
Okay, can we at least make a stand right outside the hold? We'll reveal ourselves. Like I'm saying, this over the earpiece, like frantically. Like we'll reveal ourselves and bring them here. Those
Oh my
longbows are gonna
gosh.
tear us to shreds.
Well, I mean, we can't stay outside without protection. See? Now my hut doesn't sound so stupid anymore, huh?
Nobody
Sorry,
ever
that was
said
an
it
interesting
sounded
voice.
stupid.
That was a fun voice. I should do it more often.
No.
All right. So, you
Uh,
guys making your stand outside?
yeah, I'll follow Wolverbane, make sure he's not alone.
All right. I need to now make another map here real quick.
You did this to
I
Well,
mean,
you didn't let them inside.
I know, you're the
so-
one who didn't let them come
No,
inside.
I don't. I just need. I just need to get a blank one.
Do you want me to call them? Do I call them over?
This is truly unexpected because, like, you went through the effort of making the battle map and everything, so I was like, oh, sweet, like, it's obviously gonna happen inside.
All right. So, well, you guys will fall back to the side. Doesn't matter to me.
Do
All
you
right.
guys want me to call them over?
Yes, bring them to us.
Okay.
Okay.
So first of all, I will just say that I still want to hide. So is there anything I can hide behind from outside? I mean, are we all coming outside?
No,
Who's staying inside?
I am.
Is there any windows on
I'm
the front?
following. I'm following Wolverbane.
Wolverine and Cortion go rushing outside.
Okay, I'm gonna go out as well. Because I'm a upfront and personal kind of guy.
Okay.
Is there anywhere I can hide outside, or there's nowhere to hide?
There's a few trees on the outskirts, but the
How-
entrance
How much distance?
within 60 to 70 feet.
Okay, Lucius will come down from upstairs at least, and will position himself just inside the door, kind of
Sure.
like hiding behind the door but peering outside so he can see.
Sure.
I
Okay.
want to go behind the trees.
What I would like to do is grab. I hear myself echoing on someone.
Do I have to
Is
still
grab two 12-foot rowboat patches, tear them off, and with the help of Wolverine and Courtyon, set them up as like a little barricade. So we
It's,
have
uh,
something to crouch behind.
Sure. What is it? Sorry, you're pulling off what kind of patch?
Two 12-foot rowboats.
Robots. Okay.
You don't think
12-foot
this could be used for something else?
rowboats.
Oh yeah.
Do you have
That's
any
amazing.
left?
Yep.
Okay, good. I mean, we can put one of these in the bag of holding.
No, you can't. They're pretty big.
Okay, never mind.
All right. All
Is
right.
my stealth still valid?
What spell?
My stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same stealth. They haven't,
So I'm gonna stealthily go behind the trees.
Okay. All right, and that's that, and then that's the plan, right?
And then, when everyone's ready,
Yeah.
Are you set?
How big are those robots?
They're 12 feet long and about 5 feet tall, I think. 4 or 5 feet tall. I'm looking at pictures of 12-foot rowboat right now, and they look about 4 feet tall. So you can crouch behind it.
All right. Perfect.
You
All
know.
right.
Why does this sound
Partial
like a bunch of
3/4 cover from a longbow shot, maybe.
Sure. Here's your robot Rogadar. What do you want?
Sorry.
Where's the door?
Where's the trees?
We'll see.
Where's that little like front of the keep?
It's gonna be right here.
Because it had a bit of an angle to the path.
Oh,
Yeah, well, we'll just pretend it's at an angle.
So where's the path?
The path would be kind of from the southeast. So we'll say the path is this way over here. So that they have to come. They're coming up from the southeast.
So we want to be. Oh, okay, gotcha.
make me some trays, man.
So like this, Rogadar.
Yeah. So
Cartoons on there.
on the other map, there was
Yeah.
like a edge
Mhm.
from the keep, and the path was sort of coming up to it.
Sure.
So it was gonna be like right up against that wall, and the other
Oh,
was gonna be
I
right
see, I
beside
see.
it,
Oh, okay.
So
you
it'd
have to
form
come
like
from
a
the
little-
southwest.
closed off area.
Sorry, they come from the southwest. All right.
So the boats would go from like the corner of the keep, and just out a bit, so that we could hide behind him.
And like that.
Mhm.
A little barrier of sorts.
Yeah, of sorts.
All right,
What's
perfect.
so the path is on the side to the left there?
Yeah, say the tree is off to the east. The pathway comes up from the southwest. All right. And Wolverine, where are you going to be? Where are you going to be, Wolverine?
You're muted.
Where are you going to be, Wolverine?
I'm gonna be right out front, first person they see when they come up.
All right. Perfect. Inside, you're off into a tree off to the distance, to the say to the east.
And
Maybe this is a good time to bless.
All right. So then, as you guys are taking time to set up, you still hear the screams of the villagers down below as they're being slaughtered. Some are trying to run, and the huntsmen are just chasing them down and slaughtering them. But
so I'm like 120 feet away.
yes.
Okay, you said okay.
Okay, so you're 70. You want to be 70 feet?
No,
I'll
it's
put
fine,
a
it's fine,
tree.
it's fine.
I'll put a tree down.
Okay, it's fine, Michael. Forget it.
Let's see, a nice dead tree. No, let's see this one. Classic tree. So how are you guys gonna call these guys back?
So when everyone's ready, I'm gonna use a minor illusion, and I'm gonna make a very like deep voice of like a grunt guy, like I don't know what kind of creature like, but anyways, yeah, one of those scary like deep voices like theirs, like the voices they were having, and I'm gonna yell. That's no hunt for hunters.
You're using a minor illusion?
It can go from a whisper to a scream, so I'm gonna make it like a scream.
You guys are pretty far from the town, and the town is full of screams.
Exactly.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know if it's gonna like.
They don't
Work.
hear you over the screams that the people are killing.
Okay.
It's not
I
thermal.
don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna fire all of my dancing lights up into the sky
Okay.
and just make them like swirl and move and be like a beacon above the Hunt Lord's Manor.
Alright. You guys watch, it's sort of like a flare. This light lights up the top of the keep. How many? There's 5 of them?
5, yeah, I think.
In the darkness, but the light of day is beginning to creep its way up the sky. They dance along the sky. After a few more killings and slaughtering, yeah, you do hear some of the huntsman's horn. As you watch down below, the huntsmen form up on Lord Vale, and they begin their ascent back up to the keep.
I would like to ready mirror image.
Mirror image, okay.
Are you guys still stealth?
I am.
I have my greatsword summoned. Just
All right.
And I'm gonna say I bless Wolverbane, Rogadar, and Zaya.
All right. So the you watch or you hear the war horses begin making their way up the hill. They come around the bend. And with Wolverine staying at the top of the hill, first ones they see. All right.
My great sword at the ready.
Okay. Let's do this, boys and girls. Okay. As they gallop towards you, with bloody weapons, and a bow drawn here and there. They
Your
charge-
image now?
Sure. You cast mirror image, and you cast how many of you? 4?
I get 3 duplicates of myself.
Boop, boop, boop. They're all yours, Rogadar. I'm gonna put a little marker on the Rogadar main.
Rogadar main needs no marker.
Rogadar Prime.
As they come rolling up, once again, Lord Vale blasts his hunting horn, and you watch him charge towards you, lance and bow and swords. All right. No one's surprised here. You guys see them; they see you. Make initiative rolls.
Well, that's great.
Oh,
Wonderful.
that's
Ooh.
bad. That's not good, guys.
Wow.
Perfect. Okay.
You get 1 turn.
All right. At the top of turn order, Lord Vale. As you go, you can see there's kind of a few bodies now, kind of pressed up into his lance. As he's kept a few. Amrath's still there. He's got a child's body impaled on there, and a mother. Shouts to his companions. Secure the keep! And he just charges forward, dashing upwards. Movement speed of 60 feet. All right, let's see here. Takes him 1 movement to get into the combat, and dashes another 60 feet. And the huntsmen follow him. Actually, one's gonna stop here. One's gonna stop here. He's gonna follow him. Frothos not there yet. At which point, 2 of them launch their longbows as they're riding. Shoots at you, Wolverine. Are you raging?
Yes.
Did you say you were raging?
I did not. But I was thinking I should be raging. I should be raging this entire time.
Natural 20, 21, 23, and 21. 4 arrows strike at you, doing a combined total of.
So I can cancel out the 1 crit.
Oh, nice. Right.
Yeah, now you can.
As a reaction, right?
As a reaction.
Okay, not bad. Doing only 26 points of piercing damage as you get riddled with arrows. Sorry, on a side note, I forgot. Lord Vale is actually going to attack you as well. He comes charging at you on his horse going full speed gallop. He drives his. He charges you and drives his lance into you. 23 points of damage, or 23 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Doing. Sorry, I don't have too many dice now. $11 points of piercing damage. Plus 10 points of necrotic damage as he just drives his lance into you. And you're also going to get
Plus 10?
plus 10 necrotic damage. And finally, my phone over there. 14 to hit and 22 to hit.
True.
For you, Wolverine. Sorry.
Who's doing that?
The white here on the right. I forget these guys.
Oh, they didn't all attack already?
No, there was a 2 down here. I should pelt you with 4
They
arrows.
shot 2 arrows each.
Yeah, you saw them drop rapidly.
14 misses.
All right, so you take 3 points of piercing damage in addition. And it's now your turn, Wolverine.
Alright. I am going to run up to Lord Vale and attack him with my great sword. I will. Oh, no, I'm not reckless.
You go reckless.
No, I'm not. I want this many people. But I will expend a superiority dice for a disarming attack.
Disarming attack.
I'll
Okay.
try to disarm him, yeah. So
All right, make a. Okay, actually, no. Go ahead.
it's just I use an attack and then
Do I make a contest against that?
it will be a strength save.
Wolverbane, did you lower your mic? Because I have you maxed on Discord and I can barely hear you.
Oh, his little thing was
It
up.
was up. Sorry.
That
I thought the same thing. I was thinking.
It's called disarming strike,
Yeah, disarming strike.
and it's athletics or just a strength
Just a strength.
versus your
Strength
strength.
No versus my saving throw, I think, which would be what proficiency do we have now? 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's 14.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a 24 to hit.
that hits. Yeah.
So
17. Strength save is 17.
I reroll a d6. Oh, he passed?
Yeah.
And then I get another roll d6 and a d8. So it's 14 plus 8. 22 damage.
On Lord Vale.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. You just start slashing to him, and your axe is just kind of clanking off his thick armor.
But I get another attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and disarm him again.
All right.
It's a 19 to hit.
20
Got
on the
20.
strength save. Does hit though.
So he takes 19 damage.
19. Okay. All right. He looks down at you, and you look inside. And you just see these dark red eyes, and his horse is kind of now, looking like he's gonna get the position to just kick the shit out of you. But you just look to the face of Lord Vale. You just feel pure, just evil emanating from his helmets. Zaya.
Okay, so I'm just gonna peek a little bit outside of my hiding spot, and I'm gonna try to cast hypnotic pattern on them.
Okay.
It's 30 feet square, so I'm gonna try to catch both of the ones in front.
Okay.
But avoid Wolverine.
All right.
And it's a Dex saving throw.
A Dex.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait! Wisdom. Sorry.
And
I
it's
was
called.
like,
It's hypnotic. Hypnotic what?
Pattern. Wisdom saving throw.
Is this a charm spell?
Yes.
Also, Wolverbane, real quick. Your weapon's not magical, is it?
No.
Can you tell me the total damage you did? Just recalculate it. And hypnotic pattern is a charm spell. You said, right?
22
Yeah.
and 19.
Okay. So saving throw is wisdom. You said, Zaya.
Yes.
All right. Natural 20. All right. Sorry, was Wolverine? What was it?
22 and 19.
Okay. You cast Hypnotic's pattern, and you start to see these shapes and these kind of psychedelic kaleidoscope of images appear around Lord Vale and one of the other Hunt Lords. Lord Vale and his mount seem to be unhindered, as does the rider of the second mounts. However, the horse, the war horse he does ride, is kind of stuck in the pattern.
Both of the horses?
No, just the horse of one of the other lords.
So they get the effect of the hypnotic pattern?
Yes, the horse does.
Okay, so they have a speed of 0. They're incapacitated.
Okay, good to know.
Got one.
Courtian.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I shut him. I whisper in my earpiece like, "Don't hit the horse that can't move.
Which one's that?
And which is
Don't hit the horse and the second horse that can move."
that guy?
Should mark it.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to.
Marker's probably under the rider.
Yep.
If we were
Oh,
still
wait, it does
inside,
take
they wouldn't have
damage.
horses.
You were the
Like
one
it.
who ran out.
We should have been attacking them before they even left.
I'm gonna aim at Lord Vale, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ray of Enfeeblement, okay.
Let's hope this works.
So what kind of save is that?
It's against my ranged spell attack. So I just roll my ranged spell attack
Alright.
against AC again.
Yep.
And I don't think I actually have it on my list. I don't use my. Ooh, I do have. There we go.
Wow.
Alright, 26. Oh, that definitely hits Lord Vale, yeah. See this black beam of energy just kind of shoot out from Courtion's finger. And smashing into Lord Vale and just kind of envelops his already dark and evil body. So, what does that do?
That target only deals only half damage with weapon attack that use strength until
Okay.
the spell ends.
And can you make a save?
On the target's turn, it can make a Constitution saving throw against the spell.
Okay.
What did we say about cantrips as bonus spells? We can do cantrips as bonus spells? Is that what we
Yep.
said?
Yep.
Is it a bonus action?
As long as the spell is says it's casting time of 1 bonus action.
Gotcha.
That part too. Is that your turn, Courtion?
I'm just checking. I couldn't remember if I had a bonus. I think that. Sorry, one sec. Yes, that's my turn. And
Okay.
I'm going to remain where I am.
Alright. Lucius.
All right. Oh, I'm so glad I finally get to do this. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna pull out the vial of blood from the servant. I'm gonna pop the cork, and I'm going to quickly pour it out in a circle around me. And as I do that, I'm gonna say, Oryxos, by the power of Asmodeus, I command you to come to our aid. And I cast Summon Greater Demon. It has a range of 60 feet, and I want it to appear right in between the two. Right in between the two dudes. Yeah.
Alright.
So it rolls its own initiative.
Alright. Go for
At 9.
Okay.
And the charisma saving throw happens on the end of each of its turns.
Alright.
So it has to
Does-
obey me. It has to obey me for at least 1 turn.
Okay.
Does it turn against us out of curiosity?
What?
Might.
You watch as this kind
Joy.
of this fissure explode between Lord Vale and Lord Ballo. This fire of the Nine Hells explode outwards, and in its place, this winged greater demon comes crawling out, and it shakes itself off of the ember and the lava that pours from its body, and lets out a mighty roar. Shoots an evil glance towards Lucius. Lucius stare right back, and the beast, the demon, reins itself and prepares for combat. Rogadar.
Well, so much for using these boats as defense. I am going to grab my many people. I can't select more than once. And I'm going to run within 10 feet of this dude.
Yeah.
They all follow me.
Did the mirror images actually attack as well, or no?
No.
Well, they
They're just for
look
defense.
like they're doing something.
Oh,
Yeah, these all fall. So you watch 4 Rogadars charge towards Lord Vale.
And I attack him.
All right,
22, 28,
those hits.
for 19 total damage.
Okay.
And then I'll just enter a ready stance.
All right. At which points, Lord Kaiser charges forward as well. Let's say that he flanks up beside Lord Vale. All right. Back at the top of the turn order, Lord Vale just starts laughing. Puny things. You think you can defeat the 5 lords of the hunt? The eternal hunt? Your souls shall be delivered to Orcus. And he turns to his party members and says, "Take the keep." And he disengages and charges towards the front door. And at this point, you guys do notice the bodies of your crew members are kind of dangling from their respective horses. Some of them do look like they have their heads almost severed. Some of them, not so much.
Are they all there?
How many some?
Well, at a quick glance, you spot possibly 1 or 2 that may be alive. I'm not sure, but you kind of quick glance, and there's a few of them that look completely demolished. Lord Vale will disengage. Rather, his horse will disengage, and charge right into the door.
Do we get an attack on him?
You can, but he's also going to attack you as well. So as he escapes, as he gallops past you guys,
Hold up a second there. Disengaging doesn't stop me from attacking him.
no, it doesn't. So as he disengages, the horse disengages.
So-
You want
I am attacking the horse for 12 to hit.
that?
For the legs.
That does hit.
Okay. 7 points of slashing damage, and his speed drops to 0.
Perfect. At which point you watch as the horse comes to a complete stop as you stab it. Lord Vale, at this point, now you realize, you haven't really noticed it before. You notice that their bodies are kind of fused together. The mounts and the rider are almost as one. But at this point, Lord Vale's kind of bones begin to shift, and he leaps off his horse as the horse stops and lands with a thud beside it.
Does he have legs?
He now has his flanks kind of deformed from the body of his mount, and he lands beside it, chuckles.
Okay, sorry. Maybe it's English issues, but does it look like legs or?
Yeah, he's got a pair of legs.
Okay.
However, he was going to attack you guys as he was running away. Let's see, but he's going to actually now do movement. He's going to spend his time. He's going to spend his action.
Was I supposed to get an opportunity
Sure,
attack?
you can make an opportunity attack if you want.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Of course I will. 13?
That
Oh,
hits. Who you think, the horse or the rider?
Who disengaged?
The horse.
So I'm hitting the rider then, right? Because I
Right.
can't hit the horse.
Sure, then hit Lord Vale. 13?
Yeah.
Misses. You just kind of on the back of his armor. Lord Vale goes, you stop the horse in his tracks, and Lord Vale jumps off the mount, at which point he is going to dash towards the door. Oh, hi there, Lucius.
Oh, hammer.
Lord Balos' mount is stuck in this kind of hypnotic stance. It's swaying and moving about. Lord Ballo dismounts from his horse and moves to engage Wolverine.
Ooh, he entered my reach. I attack him.
All right.
21.
That is
Vidara's gonna save our lives.
15 points of slashing damage.
He always does.
You stab him, this creature. He looks at you, but he draws his longsword, full of blood, and attacks you, Wolverine. 22 and 17.
They both hit.
Taking his hands two-handed, just slashes at you, doing. I'm sorry. Doing 8 points of slashing damage, the first one, and 12 the second one.
Okay, so I'll take the first, and then the second one I am going to. No, I won't. I'll take the whole thing.
All right. At which point, Lord Grisson, watching the combat unfold, watching Rogadar in his mirrored image form just stab and kind of stop the good Lord Vale's horse, flanks right and up. I calculated dashing on the horse, flanks around, and heads back up north to follow his lord, Lucius. You watch this big war horse comes charging towards you.
Do the horses look undead, or are they?
Yeah,
live
they're
horses?
completely undead. While Lord Grissom's running, charging, he lets out 2 arrows towards. So how does mirror image work? Do they make a?
Oh, you tell me you're attacking, and I see if it hits.
Okay, so
By
he
rolling a d20.
as he charges, he goes across past Lord Balos' horse. He aims for Wolverine and changes his attack towards Rogadar, loosing 2 arrows towards
Okay.
you.
So you hit a mirror image. What's your roll to hit?
Let's see. First one is 12.
Yeah, so the first image disappears,
All right, 1 arrow goes, and 1 rogues disappear.
and then what's your second one to hit?
16.
Another rogue disappears.
All right. 2 rapid successions. Lord Grissom shoots, dissipating 2 of the Rogadars. And finally leaving Lord Howland to make his move as well. He follows Lord Grissom, also keeping a wide berth of Rogadar, who is clearly matching these guys. Doing the same thing, firing 1 bolt of 2 arrows towards you, Rogadar. 1 and 2.
Okay. What's your to hit?
12
Oh, that misses.
and 10.
The final Rogadar disappears.
All right.
Oh,
Wolverine.
that's me. That's the dotted one.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh. All right.
Wait, the real Rogadar? No. The last
So, Wolverbane, you watch as now Lord Vale has been dismounted, charged towards the door with his 2 of his lords following him. One of the Lord Kaiser has brought up the rear, kind of west flank on a mount, and Lord Ballo kind of jumps into the fray to keep you at bay, while the Lord heads for the keep.
I'm going to disarming strike recklessly
Against Ballo?
This guy that's right here.
Lord Ballo, okay. Strength save?
Yep, it's a 15 to hit.
21 strength save. Added 15 to hit, does hit.
Does hit, okay. I gotta reroll.
Man, I never use actual paper to write things down. This is weird.
So, 17, 24 damage.
24 damage. Wow.
Yeah.
You, as Bowles attacks you twice with 2 long swords, he leaves himself open, and you take your great axe and your long sword now too, right?
Sorry?
You have a long sword now too,
I have
right?
a great sword.
Great sword. Also, sorry, how much damage? I forget. You don't have a magical weapon,
24.
so it takes 12. It doesn't do as much damage as you hoped. You slaver right into the body of Lord Ballo, but it kind of seals itself up a bit, and he kind of smiles this toothless grin at you.
Then I'm going to use second wind as a bonus action.
Okay. Great. All right. At that point, Zaya. So,
My turn.
it's your turn. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to cast Shatter on them. So
Alright.
it's a 10-foot radius sphere. So I want to catch all these 3 guys at the door without hitting Lucius.
10-foot radius. Okay.
Yeah.
So you blast it kind of to the northeast a bit, encapsulating Lord Vale, Lord Grissom, and Lord Hallen, as well their mounts. What saving throw would that be?
Constitution.
All right. Constitution. Lord Vale rolled as 18. Grissom rolled 11, and Lord Hallen rolled a 4, a natural
What
1.
was the first one? 13?
Wait a second. I get 2 attacks.
Sure, make your second attack.
18.
That does hit.
Getting how to play the game.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right, so 7. Okay. Realizing you kind of stop for a second, and you're like, wait a minute! Blast him with another attack. 18, 11, and natural 1 for your saving throw for Shatter.
Oh. Okay. The first one makes it, but the 2 other ones get hit.
Okay.
Oh, wait. What is that? 21, 21.
You have it in as an attack roll.
Oh, sorry. So I need to.
We'll just click Shatter, it'll do the damage.
Yeah. 13!
13 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And half damage for the one that made it.
And 1 half damage for good old Lord Vale.
Is it? Are they inorganic materials?
No. They are organic material, I suppose. All right. Anything else, Zaya?
Well, it's thunder damage, but I don't think that matters. I'm gonna also do my bonus action as a spiritual weapon.
All right.
I'm
Careful,
gonna-
those are both high level spells.
Oh. Ugh. So I can't do it.
All right. Anything else then?
Guess not. Oh, yes! Can I, go back behind my tree, and I'm actually gonna lay down.
All right. You get down as
Question
to
though.
protect you from
when-
ranged attacks.
Yeah, but, I mean, yeah. Does it matter for ranged spells, or it's really just for bow attacks? that matters?
Ranged spells as well, I believe. Any ranged attack. Also-
Okay, so I do that. Hopefully, I get to hide a little better as well.
Sure.
I also try to be behind the tree.
Okay. Sure. The demon.
Okay, so it's going to sink into the ground and become like a shadow because it's incorporeal, can move through objects. It's gonna go forward underneath the guy right in front of him
Lord Ballo.
and then come up for a surprise attack.
Okay.
So 16 to hit.
That does hit.
dealing 20 points of psychic damage.
20 points of psychic damage? Oh
And then,
man, that's
and then he's
brutal.
gonna, so he'll sink back down and just kind of come out like, we'll say like 1 square to the left.
Up here?
Like to the left of where he just was. He kind of like went down, attacked, and then went back out. Yeah, like there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right,
Uh,
you see the shadow encapsulate Lord Bale, just kind of claw on the neck, and sinks back down, reappears to the south.
And
Bale
now
looks around.
he makes. So I used his real name, so he gets disadvantage on his charisma save. And 11 does not make it, so I'm still in command of him.
Okay. At this point, you see him look to you, Lucius, and it looks like he's about to just charge towards you, and you, these heavy chains just come and shoot out, grab him by the arms and pull him back, and disappear. And the demon just looks at you with this pure hatred, and then focuses his attention back to Lord Ballo. Cortion, there's some really weird shit going on right now.
Yeah.
This is messed up.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the ones that are trying to get to the door. I feel like I don't want them to get in the door. How does Wolverine look? Is he healthy?
I'm looking pretty good.
Yeah, you're alright.
Lord Vader's always okay.
Until he's not.
Until that one time.
Okay, we'll do.
Are we gonna have 2 battlefields if these guys go inside?
Sorry, Corte, I think you went quiet for a second. He's thinking.
King. So did the guy, Lord Vale, did he get his Constitution saving throw?
For
Enfeeblement?
oh, he did. Yeah, he succeeded.
So he's no longer enfeebled?
Oh wait, sorry. I actually didn't. It's not his turn yet. It was his turn for the.
He must have had a turn at some point, right?
I didn't even check it. Let me double check.
That's the
I think you missed it, buddy.
16.
It does beat it.
Okay.
Mine was 15. Yeah, but you were late, so you don't get. I'm the DM now.
Do you know the way?
Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do Toll the Dead.
All right. On who?
No, you know what I'm gonna do?
I know it. I can see it. Say it.
I'm gonna use my ring.
Wait, which ring?
Yeah, what ring?
Oh, no. I don't like unknowns. I gotta control the battlefield.
I got a ring, buddy. Let me read it out to you.
I should use my ring too.
No. Oh no, what have I done?
We could be ring bros.
Oh no. I gotta remember where I wrote that down. Where did I put it?
Are you looking at the ring that you got from the Raven burial mound?
That's what it was. It was like I could summon 4.
Yeah,
4
that thing.
fire
So,
dudes.
yeah. You can. All right, so you can expend 1 charge of 6 charges to summon 4 magma methods or magmins. Oh, jeez, we're gonna have so much shit on this map.
I don't know what the difference is between the two, so I will dealer's choice.
Well, methods. Let's see.
Oh, it's just like one's the bigger version of the other, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's 4 for both.
Oh.
Let's see here real quick. They're They're both the same. They're both. Fuck.
Maybe one's the dudes and one's the dudettes.
Yeah, they're both the same challenge rating. So I mean, probably different style attacks. I think Magman's run are on ground. Magman's. I don't know. However you want to do it. Let me see which token I have. How would they ever go with that? Well, I do have Magman. This is what it looks like. And a Mephit is flying, I believe. So, Cortia, which one would you like? And I presume you just tuned to this ring, right?
Yeah, I would have had to.
Yeah. Okay. So which shall it be?
The flying ones sound better. Okay, I feel like you
Yeah, they definitely have more HP.
do the flying one.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, so 4 flying methods that will act on your initiative next round appear.
Can I put them near the door, near Lucius?
Sure. Let's see. So the range on the Conjure Elemental spell is currently a good old, yeah, range what you can see within range 90 feet. Sure. You gotta put them around good old Lucius.
I don't want to block them in, but... So let's make sure I don't block him in. Can he pass by them? He can pass
Yeah,
by
they're friendly. They would be friendly allies, so you presumably fly with them. So, how do you want to put them like this? Does anyone else want to add something to the map, please?
Actually,
I'll cast Mirror Image again.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Cast
I
mirror
sh-
image on these four.
I should use my ring.
Can you put one on this side?
Sure,
Maybe 2 on that side.
sure. All right. Anything
And
else,
that was
Cortion?
my action.
Yeah.
It wasn't my spell though. Can I use a bonus action with one of my regular spells? How does that work?
The spell has to say it has a casting time of 1 bonus action.
So I do have that, but because I didn't use a spell already, I used a ring. Can I use one of my regular spells? Have a
Yeah, as
bonus-
long as it's a bonus action spell, yeah, you totally can.
I'm gonna use. I think Wolverine's the only one who's been hit so far, right?
Yes.
Wolverine, I'm gonna cast a healing word on you.
Cool. I'll take it.
All right. While that's happening, Rogadar, the battlefield's getting out of control. How do you want to contribute?
Do you have that thing where it's the max your dice thing?
Only if you're dead. Are you dead?
No. I could play dead. Would that help?
Play dead. Yeah, it tricks me. And I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level, so it gives you. I'll roll it. You can go ahead, DM.
Rogadar.
Well, my plan has changed since now I don't want to kill 2 Mephits. Okay. This
on,
dude
Mephit.
right here.
Yeah.
Attacking. 23, 24,
Both hit.
15, 14.
Wow.
And then
Really bad shape.
describe the badness to me. Like, because he's already decomposing. How can he look worse?
You've kind of severed a bunch of his bones. His limbs look like they're barely attached. The armor, you've kind of just torn apart, and you kind of see the skeletal form within. You can see in his eyes that battle rage has kind of subsided to more of desperation. He looks like already almost dead. Almost dead.
Okay. Then I'll just enter a ready stance after that and call it good.
All right. Lucius, you found yourself in quite a predicament. Lord Vale towers over you, as does his riders, and something magma Mephits. Why not? How do you want to contribute?
These things look fiery, right?
Yeah, they're definitely dripping magma, and heat emanates from their bodies.
So then I'm not too worried about what fire will do to them.
Definitely not.
I'm pretty boxed in. I could Misty Step out, but Lucius isn't very wise. So instead, he goes full offensive, and he's gonna just like point right behind Lord Vale and lob a fireball.
Ooh.
All right.
So getting everybody there.
All right. Just you guys watch as Lucius kind of conjures up this small ball, points, and it flings over Vale and just blows up this big blast, encapsulating the area with just bright lights and blinding you for a moment, and the smell of burning reaches your nose.
All right, not a good roll.
So it's a Dex.
Dex saving throw. That was pretty sucky.
So the Grissom and Hallen, 9 and 17.
17 makes it.
Okay,
That's half damage.
I'll do their damage in a sec. Their war horses, 9 and 12.
Both fail.
And finally, Mr. Lord Vale. 18.
Yeah, makes it.
Alright, so what's your damage?
So it's 23 damage total. So 11 damage to the ones that made it.
So 23 to the horses.
And I will... Yeah.
Grissom takes in the face and 11 damage to Hallen and Vale. Okay. Wow.
And then
That's good.
I will command Corixos by name to just continue fighting the whites where he is.
Alright. Alright. At which point, Lord Kaiser, bring up the west, the one to your west, still mounted. He is going to attack. He's going to attack you, Wolverbane.
I'm a popular guy.
20 and 15.
15 misses.
All right. The 12 or the 20. Sorry, he takes his long sword. Attacks you once, doing 12 points of slashing damage. The second one you see coming, you block it with your great sword. You have kind of this clash moment as his horse rears, and his horse is going to attack you. And it kind of rears up afterwards and slams his hooves into you. 9 to hit.
Nope.
And just comes clashing down as Lord Kaiser and his mount kind of act as one entity, and they just come beating down on you. At which point, Lord Vale, standing in the doorway with you, Lucius, he smiles. And he's going to attack you. Taking the lance that's, he's got this huge lance. He tosses it to the ground, kind of in the front entranceway, and draws from his back this large battle axe, and just goes to town on you.
Not gonna go well.
No, it's not.
Natural 20 on the first one.
Oh.
Swings
Okay,
around.
It's crazy how many natural
Gotta say
20s
the
are.
magic word.
Get reacted
You
upon.
gotta say the magic word.
All right, so use your reaction spell. You watch this coming. Lucius is in a bad state, and you just hear this kind of like low gong, just boom, this bell as it catches Lord Vale off guard, and he hits you, but not as strong as he wanted to. So natural 20, 19, and 18.
3 attacks?
He swings 3 times,
Holy.
and the
yeah,
last
all
one
3
crushes.
Yeah, all 3 of those hit.
All right,
Wow, that's insane.
Okay, since I didn't say he's going to use two-hand or not, I'm going to roll to see whether he uses two hands or not. Just to be fair. 1, 2, and 3, he's using one hand. 6. So with two hands, he swings the battle axe at you.
I am so dead.
What happens to your demon?
If I'm still in control of it and I lose concentration, then it just disappears. Goes back to the 9 hells.
Oh,
Doing
thank God.
17 points of slashing damage.
17.
Yeah.
Would that be 3 separate concentration checks?
I believe so. But we're not done here, sorry.
Ah.
And a total, so 17 points of damage plus. Ooh, it's not good. Plus 27 points of necrotic damage.
27?
Yeah.
Well, Lucius is unconscious.
In 3 swift attacks, beats you down.
From full health to unconscious in 1 turn.
Laughs. And you know what, Lucius? Picks up your body and drags you inside.
Okay. So my demon goes away.
Actually, you know what? Picking up would be an action, so he can't do that.
Yeah, it would be.
So, leaving your body outside, he laughs and walks away. At which point, your 2 magma methods can make an attack against him.
Yeah, they can.
So, a method can do a claw attack or a fire breath.
I'm gonna do fire breath if I can do that.
It's a 15 cone. So
Let's
unfortunately,
get Lucius.
you would hit
Oh,
Lucius, so
okay.
let's not do
Okay.
that. So 2 claw attacks against Lord Vale, 9 and 4. They both miss. And so Lord Vale just struts inwards, picks up his lance, and just walks inside the keep. At which point,
Did you take Lucius, did you say?
no,
Oh,
is
okay.
it in action? Our Lord Balos is up next. Attacks you, Lord.
Of course he does.
15
Which one's this that's attacking Wolverine?
1 to your south.
Okay. I'm gonna use my reaction to attack him when he attacks a person who's within 5 feet of me.
Sure. Using his two hands, he goes for Wolverine. 15 and 17.
15 misses.
17 is is 9 points of slashing damage. And Rogadar, you 2 hits.
Okay.
That was looking really
For
rough.
8 points of slashing.
Yeah. So you drive your glaive right into Lord Balos as he leaves himself exposed. At which point you watch his body just crumple to the ground in a bony mess full of armor and just flesh. Seemingly have defeated Lord Balos, and you hear kind of his air escape his lungs, his spirit almost leaving his body, and you watch as this shadowy, kind of slithery figure of what appears to be possibly his soul or some sort of strange entity kind of slither its way into the keep and disappear.
What?
Lord Balos.
You saw that, right?
We're burning this place to the ground.
I know you wanted it as a keep, but I think it's tainted with evil spirits.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It's getting burned now. Like, no second guessing that.
At which point, Lord Grissom, to the north.
Grissom?
Lord Grissom, to the north. He dismounts from his mount, grabs Lucius's body, and drags him inside the keep. All methods can make an attack against Lord Grissom.
Ooh. Meth heads?
What?
All meth heads?
Methods, man. Come on.
Methods?
They're gonna, I'll make
Methods.
it.
I don't know what that is. How do you spell that?
MEPHITS.
Methods.
21, 19, 7, and 17. Wow. Okay. So doing 3, 3. Doing 11 points of damage. Not bad. Lord Grissom, as he drags Lucius inside, looks back to Mephits, and he looks pissed. He looks wounded, very wounded, as it leaves kind of a fiery magma residue on Grissom. And he drags Lucius inside the keep. Lord Howland rides his horse inside the keep. And at which point you could do fire attack if you wish. Fire breath, Cortion with your Mephits. Actually, no, they've already done a reaction, so disregard. In fact, they shouldn't even have hit Grissom because they attacked Lord Vale.
But they were really excited. And they had fun.
Yeah, you know what? So, no, we're gonna get the life back. Half the life back. Wolverbane. You now look at the entrance and you kind of heard the commotion. You see Lucius is no longer there. His body being dragged inside.
I still got a guy on me though, so that's keeping my interest. I am going to take out my Dragon Great Club +1.
Alright. Retrieving your magical weapon from your back that you suddenly had. I don't know how you're carrying a great sword and a great club, but you know what? Whatever.
I'm a big, strong, strapping guy.
Apparently, there's no limit to what you can carry. Go for it.
Hey, I have a multitude of abilities that make me extra strong. Like
Yes.
Powerful build and then bear totem.
Yes. Okay, go for it. So you're attacking
I'm going to attack. I'm going to try and break that horse's legs.
Alright.
The Dragon Great Club. I'm attacking twice with recklessness.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Yeah. You take a great club.
And then 23.
That both hit, yeah.
First one is
That's a lot of damage.
18
Yeah.
for the first one.
Pure damage this time. Bone on bone action.
Second one is 10.
You shatter the bone, the horse turns into bones on the grounds, and Lord Kaiser comes toppling off of it. He's gonna make a acrobatics check. Landing beside you. The bones from the horse kind of forming into his legs, and now he lands beside you, standing on a pile of his own bones, of his horse's bones. So, anything else?
No, I'm just gonna grin at him.
And he grins right back at you. Zaya.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna spend half my movement to stand up.
Yep.
And the question: are the horses creature? They haven't attacked anyone.
Yeah, one of them attacked Wolverbane. Kaiser's horse attacked Wolverbane. Lord Kaiser.
Okay. Second question also. The pipes of soothing that I have, what's the range on them?
As long as they can hear it, so we'd say, we'll say you're within range.
Okay, and so 3 of them have disappeared inside, and
Yes.
I don't have any sight on them.
No.
Okay. So can I get the horse in the back here? The middle one, let's say, with my pipe of soothing.
Yeah. Crap, I forgot he existed. That was Lord Vale's horse. Yeah, so what did we say it was? It's a...
Stun for a turn.
Was there a save? We said there was a save?
Yeah, DC 15 wisdom.
Wisdom? Yeah. Oh, wow. Natural 20. With a -1 wisdom, you rolled a natural 20.
Well, that's just perfect.
It is, as Lord Vale's horse is the best mount in the lands. And you can notice that his the saddle that you guys delivered is plopped right on top of this horse.
Okay. As my bonus action, I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon on top of the horse by the door, because he's in range and the other one's not.
Sure.
A little flail comes hanging on top of him, dangling.
Okay. Anything else?
Can I think I can. We said I could use it as well, right? On my turn. So
That hits.
10 force damage.
This flail appears. It just comes smashing down spiritually on this creature, and this horse was also gravely wounded, and it smashes through the bones, driving it to the grounds. That horse is just a pile of rubble.
Oh, great.
Cortsion?
Did they walk in the door, close the door?
They didn't close the door, but they've walked kind of like well within to the main chamber.
I'm not gonna let my boy Lucius go like that.
He would let you go in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna let my boy Lucius go. I'm going to. First thing I think I'll do is get my. I can control these dudes, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do I control them, or do they just randomly attack things?
Well, it's the spell Conjure Minor Elementals. So let's see what it says. Some creatures are friendly and your companions. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them, which requires no action. And if you don't use any commands, they defend themselves from hostile creatures. Otherwise, they take no action. So they act like intelligent, creatures. They act on your behalf, I guess. They fight for you guys.
Okay.
So you guys you give them commands and tell them what to do, and away they go.
Okay, I think I would like to send them in, rushing in.
All right.
In the door. Let's cause some havoc.
All right.
Have them swarm. If I have like as much control as I'd like to put them in a position that they could use their fire breath without hitting Lucius in some way.
So just how they would be positioned, they're all surrounding sort of Lucius.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like they're Lord Vale is kind of just grabbing Lucius with Lord Grissom, while Halen is kind of mounted with them, sort of protecting them.
And then I'll have them attack Lord Vale. Yeah, I'll have them attack whoever they're closest. So like maybe the two closest to Lord Vale, and then two closest to the other Lord.
All right, sure. I'll say that. I'll switch to the other map in a sec. But all right, so 2 attacks against Mr. Vale. 21, and 2 against the other guy. 17. 2 attacks against Lord Vale do hit him, not for too much damage, and against Grissom, 1 attack hits. So they swarm in there, attacking wildly.
And then I'll go in myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
All right, I'm gonna be back in a sec. I gotta take a real bad.
Oh no! What are we gonna do?
Oh, this is not going so.
In
well.
retrospect, Armor of Agathis would have been a way better spell to use than Fireball. Because on every single one of those hits, he would have taken 20 damage.
Oh.
Which is better than the 11 damage he took from the Fireball. Like, he would have taken 40 damage. It might have killed him.
Probably not, but still worth it.
No, I think so. Well, I don't know. It depends how beefed up he is compared to his companions, I guess.
That's my dog.
See him.
And I would have had 20 temporary HP, and I would still be conscious.
We found a time turner, and we're going back to when
Oh.
Lucius made the mistake.
Yeah. I mean, what mistake? So
Well, look at that.
Are you
Look
heading
at that
in?
came back right at the same time.
Tell you after, Mike.
The boat just moved magically, and we
Yeah.
got scared,
So-
and we run away.
You're heading inside?
Yeah, I don't think I can make all the way in.
All right.
Why the boats
I
keep
got
moving?
30 speed. So I think I can get myself to.
The entrance, kind of to the side of the door.
Could I get myself to here?
Yeah. Sure. So you as you look inside, you see Lord Vale now has Lucius by like his foot. They're dragging him down the main hall towards what appears to be like the banquet hall location. They're just got his body, as well as the two bodies, or the one body, I guess, on Lord Howland's his mounts. The two mounts that you have killed or defeated, rather, there were bodies on those two, and two bodies on a couple of the other mounts. Okay, Rogadar.
Wait,
Yes.
still get to go.
Oh, that was you. Gotta go.
I gotta
for it.
do things.
Do it.
Um, so he's just dragging him. And what about his buddies behind him? Are they just
They're walking with him.
walking with him? Can I see Lucius?
Yeah, you can. You have a view of him.
I don't know how helpful this is gonna be, but I'm gonna healing word on him.
Oh wait, sorry. No, what? We gotta retract this. There is a glyph in the entrance of the door.
Ooh.
That
Oh
they,
yeah.
as they all step onto it, Lord Vale particularly, and Lucius, and Grissom, and Howland. What happens?
So I would love to say that they all explode in a fiery blast, but I went the stealthy route. And the only area of effect that I had on all these guys was a Bane. So
That's
Bane
good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
not bad.
What does Bane do?
So Bane is, I think it's just every attack roll and saving throw, they get a -4.
-4?
Oh, you roll a d4
A D4, sorry.
and you minus it from the.
Is
They probably have to make a saving throw when they hit the glyph, though, right? Or is it just like automatic?
It's
success?
charisma. It's a charisma saving throw.
to see if they get it applied. And then for a minute afterwards, if they fail it, they subtract a D4 from attack rolls and saving throws.
All right. So I'm presuming you're aiming it like it's because there's multiple creatures here. We've got 1, 2, 3. There's 4 creatures. So I guess I'm assuming the humanoid figures, not the horse.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, charisma. It's a charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Ooh. Lord Vale gets 20, and a 14 and a 15 for the other two.
So the saving is 15.
So one of them fails it, Lord Grissom. So he is baned.
You baned.
You baned, bruh. All right. So what else did you want to
Damn.
do, Lucius?
And so Lucius, I'm healing Lucius.
Cortian. So you got to heal him.
Yeah. And he'll get max of my healing word.
Sweet.
Max,
So he'll
though.
yeah, because he's dead. He's down. So he'll get 15 hit points.
15 hit points. All right.
So I'm using it at level 2.
15 hit points.
Yeah. Hopefully that does something for you.
Can I do the classic pretend to be dead thing?
Sure.
Like, I'll just stay limp.
Yeah, make a performance. Make a performance check.
23.
Wow. All right. Well, let's see what you guys
No.
notice.
He really knows how to act dead.
way.
But can he cast Armor of Agathis stealthily?
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But anyways, it's at that point, it's going to be Cortez. Is your turn?
That is it.
Rogadar and Lucius. What do you want to do, Rogadar?
Okay. I will move right here
All
and
right.
attack this dude here.
All right. Lord Kaiser. Yes.
17,
yes.
20. And seeing that Lucius got dragged in there, I'm going to action surge and attack him a couple more times. 15, 14.
Both hit. So 7, 7, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
So 29.
And then I'll use the back end of the glaive and hit him again.
All right.
27.
Yes, that hits.
For another 7.
What? The mighty 7. Okay, so 7, 7, 7, 8, 7. Perfect. You just go to town on Lord Kaiser, who's hasn't been attacked yet. But you start driving your glaive back and forth onto him, and he cannot keep up with your attacks. And you've wounded him pretty badly.
I'd hope so.
Lucius.
You realize those are like all 1s and 2s that I rolled, right?
Yeah. So Lucius, I'm presuming on your turn you're doing the performance check to.
Well, I mean, is it an action to continue playing dead? I don't know.
Well, no, like you kind of just did it out of turn order, so this would be your action to do it. So you've been rezzed. It's your turn.
I figured it was just kind of like an instantaneous check.
Okay.
But if that's how you like, I mean, it's up to you. But I did want to ask, so it was never really clarified, like the ability to sort of meditate and get a spell slot back from Asmodeus.
Mhm.
Is that can I do that silently? Do I have to move? Like
It's just an action that you know.
it's
you
like
you
I can
kind
do
of-
it like internally.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
you basically call upon that inner fire.
Because what I would like to do is use my action to get a spell slot back and continue
Sure.
playing dead, if you'll allow that.
Sure. Yeah. No. But okay. So you made your check to play dead, and we'll go with you were able to do that while you summon the powers of Asmodeus within you to get us
Okay.
back.
So I regain one spell slot.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. Well, then back out to the other fields. Jeez, double battle maps here.
Well, whose fault is that?
You could have
Lord
just had
Kaiser.
them come in. We could have ambushed them. This whole thing would be done by now.
I wanted actually intelligible creatures. You know, something that they're hunters who've been working together for many years. They're not goblins.
Where are our
So this
Friends.
Lord Kaiser charges towards you, Rogadar, and now he attacks you with 2 hands.
Okay.
Ugh. Natural 1 and a 6.
I just laugh at him. You call yourself a hunter?
That's that entanglement on that horse. What was that again? You
Hypnotic
casted.
pattern.
Yeah.
How long does that last?
concentration up to a minute, but I haven't casted any other
Okay.
concentration spells or.
All right, Lord Vale. First of all, his horse charges up and attacks you, Cortion. You get a hoof attack, 23 to hits,
Ouch.
and
Yeah, that
blasting
hit.
for 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Of course, I
As
think he is.
in fact, one of the little gold trinkets on the saddle that you guys wanted to steal, Zaya wanted to steal, kind of slaps you in the face as it attacks you, and you're just like, should have taken it off in the first place.
Karma.
That's right. Next time, listen to Zion when she wants to steal something.
We wouldn't have got 300 gold out of it.
Could have gotten more.
I'll take the 13 damage.
Lord Vale.
I like how they don't know we're all secretly hiding behind a pillar
Yeah.
right now. This is great.
They'll teleport it inside.
All right, Lord Vale is going to, You know what? He takes Lucius's body and throws it up onto Lord Howland's mount. and says, "Oh, Lucius, you hear him say, 'Go. Take him to the altar.'" Up against as you peek an eye open, you see the you know what? You see the body of, let's see. You see the body of Perella next to you. She just kind of slumped it, tied up against the side of the mount.
She was the one I was training with.
And you get tossed up on top of Lord Hallin's mount, and that as one action, and he takes his great axe, attacks two of the methods. Yeah. And oh jeez, so many freaking sorry. All right. Doing 6. Sorry guys, 1 sec. Oh yeah, he blasts two of the methods, just, and you see this kind of black energy dissipate over the methods, and they disappear. At which point, Lord Grissom does the same to one of the methods, but doesn't defeat it, but damages it quite severely. And finally, Lord Hallin on the mount of, with Lucius now on top of it, rides the mount.
With Lucius on top of it?
Yeah. Rides to the door to the north. Using 60 foot of speed of movement. This gets off, grabs the body of Lucius, and begins to descend down the staircase, using his movement speed, down into the, when you guys had searched this area, into the dungeon of the keep.
Oh,
Like-
no.
I don't have a map for this one, guys, so this one's got a theater of minds.
There's a slight technicality on ruling of movement speed.
Yes.
So if you move from a greater to a lesser movement speed, and you've already moved the lesser movement speed, you don't move anymore.
What do you mean?
So if he moves on the horse his full movement,
Mhm.
and then he gets off, and he has less movement speed than the horse, but he already moved more than his lesser movement speed, while on the horse, he can't move anymore.
If the rider and the horse are two separate entities, and we're using the movement speed of the horse, he doesn't get his own movement speed?
I mean, he could dash on his action, I guess.
No, dismounting is an action, actually. I think.
So yeah, he wouldn't have movement speed because it's still like the 6-second time limit thing.
All right. So
So-
right. Okay. So he gets to the door, and we'll say he jumps off and prepares to grab Perella and Lucius. All right. In which points, Wolverbane, you're
Oh
outside.
no, sorry. Dismounting costs half your speed.
Can he then use an action to then dash? And then use half that speed?
I'm sure he can get off the horse. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue.
He gets off the horse and grabs Lucius and Perella.
Because grabbing Lucius would be an action as well.
Before he gets off the horse, he pushes Lucius off the horse and Perella. Perella lands with a thud, and you hear Lucius. You hear the soft grunt as Perella lands on the ground, taking 2 points of bludgeoning damage. You fall with 3 points of bludgeoning damage. You both land on the ground, solid. Try to keep up your act. You take it right to the face. Lucius, 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do they begin rolling down the stairs?
Should he reroll performance now?
And re-roll a performance check to see if you don't let yourself make a sound.
He gets the wind knocked out of him. They can't make a sound. 12.
Chokes to death.
Well, just hope their passive perception's not so high. Would you look at that? His passive perception's 13.
Oh.
You land with a kind of like trying to hold it in, but some air escapes your lungs, and you hear a as you hear the metal grind of metal, the helmet turn towards you. Wolverbane, you're outside, facing down Lord Kaiser.
Yeah, I am. Alright. I take my great club and I attack him recklessly.
Alright.
Twice. 17?
Yep.
And well, let's see how much damage it does. If it does anything, I get to re-roll that. Let's see. 9 damage.
Yeah.
And then again, 13.
Misses.
That misses.
You miss. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Zaya.
Okay, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon a little bit so I can hit that horse by Cortion.
Alright. Go for it.
20 to hit.
It's
10 force damage.
Yeah.
Ciao.
snaps some of the bones, but it still stands.
And well, for my action, there's not much I can do, but I guess I'm gonna start moving forward.
Sure.
My movement
25 feet.
of 25.
Cortion.
So this horse is still alive next to me.
Yeah.
I'd like to. Can I move here and still not get reacted upon?
Yep.
I do that, and I'd like to see inside of the. Yeah. Say I'm here,
Yep.
and I don't think I can reach.
Am I the only one that doesn't have dark vision?
I don't have dark vision.
Okay.
So this is 90 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hit that guy with guiding bolt, 120 feet.
All right.
Flash of light streaks toward the creature.
All right.
And it's gonna be my damage roll or attack.
Misses.
Shit. You know what?
What?
I meant to use my inspiration for that one.
Aren't you blessed right now?
I blessed 3 people. I don't think I blessed myself.
Oh.
Who did I bless? Zaya,
Blessed you, blessed
Rogadar, Wolverbane.
Go on, mate. Wes. Wolverine, you were blessed on your 13 roll. You would have hit him.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna only my bonus action left, and I don't have anything to do with. I will.
All right.
I won't. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
No. Yes. Yeah.
You gotta stay in
I'm
the
gonna-
entrance.
I'm actually gonna hide like just behind the door.
All right. You gotta move over. Kind of shift over. Scoot. Rogadar, you're outside.
God, I was hoping this guy would already be dead.
He's looking pretty bad after Wolverine and you guys jumped onto him.
Okay. Attack.
Yep.
17.
Hits.
9.
Yep.
Attack. 14.
Hits.
16.
Yeah.
Attack.
Yeah.
19.
That hits.
9.
Ah, so close. Barely standing. He's,
Oh my goodness.
You, you got him against it to an inch of his life, if you can even say that.
I'm like trying to take off different portions of his skull, so like the last bit was the jawbone.
it just.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm going to command coils.
Yeah.
To break off a branch from the tree he's on and start flying towards the door of the keep.
All right. He's got like he grabs a little sizable stick and flies towards the keep.
Cool.
Lucius.
Okay, so I hit the ground and I hear the sound come out of me, right?
Yeah, you know you hear Lord Howland look
I
at you.
immediately cast darkness with myself as the target.
All right, 15 foot.
15-foot radius from me. Magical darkness, so creatures with dark vision still can't see through it. I can see through it because I have Devil's Sight.
Alright.
And then I can now move without provoking an attack of opportunity because he can't see me. So I'll use half my movement speed to get up, and I'll move 15 feet toward the door.
They do not have blind vision or blind sense or anything. So Lord Howland cannot see you. All right. So you move 15 feet.
Yeah, 15 feet south. He's still surrounded by darkness.
Yeah, I'm just kind of lost in there.
And now the people to the south just see this giant black sphere.
Always something with you guys. Always something. Lord
That's
Kaiser.
the whole point. We're supposed to come up with creative ways to get out of situations like this.
So Lord Kaiser now just his top of his head's gone, and he's just got his bottom jaw. It sounds like he's laughing, but it's just really his bottom jaw smacking his nose bone that's kind of still there. Attacks you, Rogodar, twice.
Mm-hmm.
9 and 15.
They both miss. I'm still just laughing at him.
Lord Kaiser's horse is dead. All right, Lord Vales turns up. His horse attacks you, Courtian. 18th it hits. And you're standing here.
18, I don't think actually hit. Yeah,
Really?
I have 18 armor.
So I beat it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Who's come up, and you bring up the shield, and you just wish you were holding onto the new shield you had, because it would have saved you. But it doesn't. One hoof smashes the shield away, the other one comes clashing down into your face. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. All right, and we're going to move back into the inside. Whew! Lord Vale is going to... Oh, Lucius. Lord Vale is going to walk straight for you. All the while he's staring right into you. He's staring directly at your face as he's... he does get an opportunity to attack against one of the methods.
Hope he kills him.
Oh, I hope so too. Oh, could you imagine? Misses. In fact, he's gonna dash and walk right up to you.
And it is clear to Lucius at this point that he can see me.
Yeah.
Is it because Lucius is marked?
He just walks straight for you, and his glowing red eyes as he towers over you just stares at you. He's got this... You can't see his mouth or anything, as if he has a mouth, but he's just dragging his weapon on the ground and scratches the ground and walks towards you. Let's see here. It was Devil's Sight you said it was, right?
Yeah, I have Devil's Sight.
Okay. At which point, Lord Griston's gonna make some attacks, and, well, Mr. Howland, Lord Howland, in pure darkness, dismounts, and you kind of look back and you see him fumbling in the darkness. It appears that he can't seem to see, but he feels around, grabs Perella's body, kicks open the door that he's by, and just tosses her down the staircase. You hear her scream and let out kind of a cry of pain. and
Well, if she
Just-
wasn't dead, she's dead now.
and she disappears into the dark distance. The horse kind of moves aside, but it's clear that Lord Hallen and his horse cannot see in your darkness. It's gonna be Wolverbane's turn here. One of the methods get destroyed. Okay, Wolverbane.
Now that we're back here, so this guy's head is basically gone, right? He looks pretty bad.
Yeah, he looks like he looks skeletal at this point. You know, like he looks almost dead. He's not gonna take much hit, not much more.
I'm gonna try and finish him off. Reckless.
Right.
Dragon Great Club.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a plus. Did I factor in +1? I think I factored in +1. I hope.
That hits.
25. 11 damage.
With the great club of a dragon bone, you smash Lord Kaiser straight from top to bottom and splash his bones all about, driving your great club into the ground. And similar to Lord Ballo, you watch as Lord Kaiser's body, a shadowy form, kind of spread along the ground, and it just rapidly, swiftly shoots towards the entranceway into the keep. Lord Kaiser is no more.
I say to Rogadar, remember that vampire guy? And when we killed him, he just kind of like, he wasn't really dead. We had to go somewhere else and finish him off, but we didn't do that.
Yeah, something's happening, isn't it?
You think it's something like that? You think we got to finish him off somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to Korto. I'm sure he knows all about this stuff.
That's
Yeah.
I am going to lose my movement speed.
All right.
To go back.
All right. All right. Zaya, it's your turn.
Okay, flail.
Yeah.
16.
That hits.
11 force damage.
Yeah, once again, you smash another horse to
I'll
smithereens.
get it, okay? Stop.
Lord,
It's gonna take some time, but it will die.
Lord Vale's horse gets destroyed, and
Ah!
the glorious saddle that started this all falls to the ground.
Look at that. Look who killed it, too. Zaya feels
As does-
invigorated
As
a
does
little bit.
two of the bodies that it was carrying as well, leaving. There's 5 bodies.
Okay.
Anything else, Zaya?
Yes. I'm gonna keep walking a little bit closer.
All right. Sure.
Oh. Yes, that's all.
All right. Cortion.
I'm gonna walk freely now. So I'm gonna walk in. No. Still a mess in here, right?
You see a big black circle that you can't even. It's a darkness that you can't comprehend. You can't even see through it. So it just exists like a void, and you can no longer see past it, past the stairs. You can't see Lucius, Lord Vale, Lord
Okay.
Hallen, or his mounts. You can only see Lord Grissom, who looks pretty beat, and
Yeah.
your methods there. Well, you can do a fire breath attack if you wanted to now.
Yeah, I'll do the fire breath attack on him
Sure.
to start with.
All right. So he makes a saving throw. So he takes 3 points of fire damage. That
Okay.
blasts him. Grissom's looking pretty rough, but
Yeah.
still like fighting hard.
Okay. I'm gonna do. Got 2 options here. Two options.
Flip a coin.
options. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Shit, sorry guys. Yeah, I'm gonna do guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
At Grissom? Okay.
And I'm gonna move. Before I do so, I'm gonna move close enough. Okay, I can go that far. 5. Yeah, I can move that far.
Perfect. So you hit him with guiding bolts. Go for it.
And I'm gonna use inspiration on this just to be safe.
All right.
So it just gives me advantage.
Yep.
Didn't
It
need
hits.
And it does a fair amount.
A fair amount of damage. Not bad. You blast him with his radiant energy that lights up the room for a moment as it shoots into Lord Grissom, and he keels over but drives his long swords to the ground and rights himself up and watches as you approach. He's looking rough, but he grabs the hilt of his sword and prepares to engage.
So the next attack against him has advantage.
Oh, okay. All right. He's also banged still, so that means he's still at disadvantage, right?
Right. Not disadvantage. He subtracted D4 from.
All right, from his attack rolls and his saving throws. All right, Rogadar.
Okay. Is Coils inside yet?
Yeah, Coils. We'll say that during this turn now he slips inside the door because he was pretty far off to one of the trees.
And it's pretty well dark in there, right?
Yeah, it's quite dark.
Okay, so I'm going to cast light through Coils and touch the stick.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can cast a touch spell through Coils.
Oh wow! So as Quells enters, courts down this, and Lucius, you see this room just illuminates, and you see a bright, glowing wand flying upwards. As Coils brings in a beacon of hope.
And he's going to drop the stick onto the ground.
And
Coils doesn't want to be a target.
the stick enters. Okay, great. It illuminates the area for those that are.
Yes.
And then I'm going to
Thanks.
move up beside Wolverine and start running towards the door.
All right. So it's with yourself.
Okay.
And then Lucius, as Lord Vale towers over you.
Okay. I'm just going to scowl at him. Use my action to cast Armor of Agathis
Okay.
on myself.
Yeah.
So I gain 20 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try just continuing south, my full movement.
All right. So how much is your movement speed?
30.
30.
Just point this out. So light will cancel the darkness.
Really?
It's a magical light.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Just heads up,
Is
Lucius.
that
But it's not. It's not
accurate? Because
Like
it's also a magical darkness, so it's like which one wins?
I looked it up one time.
So the spell at least says that it's mystical dim light. I don't think it would really
Yeah,
light
no.
the room necessarily.
The description of the darkness spell says, if this spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of second level or lower, the spell that created the light is dispelled. So it could actually be the other way around.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, so it
guys are-
specifies a second level spell.
Oh my goodness.
And guiding bolt is a level 1.
Light is cantrip.
Yeah.
Oh man. So. Lucius, as you walk away from Lord Vale, he does take his his battle axe and turn around and hit you. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
doing 16 points of damage.
He takes 20 points of cold damage
All right.
as Armor of Agathis strikes back.
And you keep strutting away, and you swear you hear like a laugh from behind you. Lord Kaiser's dead, so he's no longer on this list. It's Lord Vale's turn. This one's a tough one, guys. He turns to Lord Howland and says, "Go. Deal with the one below." And
One below?
referring to the one he kicked down.
He threw down there?
And Lord Howland just follows you. I'm sorry, Lucius. Making 3 attacks against you. Nineteen to hit. 16
sorry?
to hit.
19?
19, 16, and 8.
First 2 hit.
Alright. Doing slashing damage total of 7 slashing damage and 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
12 points.
So the first one, Armor of Agathis, does another 20 cold damage to him.
Alright. And in addition to that damage,
I'm
you
probably
take-
unconscious.
Yeah, it was.
If it's anything higher than 2, I'm unconscious.
Okay, well, you take a total of 22 necrotic damage.
Yeah. And Lucius
Wow.
goes down again. The darkness goes away. But there's a glimmer of satisfaction right before he falls that at least he really hurt him on the way out.
Yeah, that was pretty good. 40 points of damage, yeah. And but not before casting out the light spell. Don't worry, guys, the light spell's still there. Alright, so Lord Grisson is going to attack you, Cortion. But with -4 to his attack, because do you want to roll my -4?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, it was.
Do
He's
it.
actually twice. A longsword, 2 hands. Oh, that's a natural 1. And a 16.
They both.
Alright. The Bane just kind of holds his attacks back. He slows a bit, and you just manage to block with your not as great shield as you could have been using, but you blocked them anyways. And Lord Howland, he pats his horse, and Lord Howland disappears. However, his horse, 5, comes charging towards you, Cortiel. It's going to attack you with its hooves. 10 to hit.
Nope.
No! Alright. Perfect.
So the light is in effect now.
Yeah, light is good. The light has not dissipated. Lucius went down before.
Yeah.
Wolverbane.
I am going to charge.
Alright. What's your move?
Inside, it's
25.
it's like no, I have a 30, but it makes it. Sorry, I have a 40 speed. I didn't know I had 40 speed this whole time. I went 30 last time. Okay,
So it's 25 to the door. So let's count that.
25 to the door. Yeah.
And you're over here. So it's 25 to get to the door.
And then, yeah, I have definitely. That's 50. So I'm gonna charge this guy. Whoop, 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 whoop. And it
Pretty
doesn't.
bad.
Advantage because of the Sacred Flame.
If I get advantage on this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think my charge might be linked to my great axe. So how do I do this? It's just a +5.
It's +5 to the damage, I
+5
think.
to the damage. So I'll just do a attack 16 to hit,
That hits.
and I'll add 5 to it. 18 damage.
18 points damage. Alright. He's colliding to Lord Grissom.
Well, that's what I do.
All right, and Zaya.
I'm gonna move my flail inside from by 20 feet, and I'm gonna move to the door as well.
Okay.
Like to inside to the other map, and then I'm gonna cast a Dissonant Whisper on the guy in front of Wolverbane.
Is that a saving throw?
Can you move me one closer?
Is that a saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom.
17.
Makes it. So,
Does Bane give -4 on saving throws too, or?
Oh, does it? Let's see.
half damage. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it does. So -4 to that.
12,
Oh, sorry,
I guess
minus a
this-
D4.
Yeah. So it's a 14. 14.
He made the save, right?
He's 14. Is it a save? Makes it.
Oh, this is 16.
All right. So he fails
So he takes 12 points of damage and has to run away from me.
and has to run away.
Yeah.
Like he immediately.
Oh, jeez. All right.
And Wolverbane and Cortion and the Mephit
Ooh.
get attacks of opportunity.
Nice.
Damn.
I didn't expect him to actually fail the save. I was expecting to have.
He failed it because of the Bane spell.
Oh, look at that.
All right. So you guys can feel free to just go to town on.
Wail on him.
Yeah. 16 hits.
I gotta re-roll that. 13 damage.
Yep. That's enough damage as he begins running away in fear. You smash into Lord Grissom. You watch his body crumple to the ground. Now, you have dark vision, right?
Me?
The group of you now are inside of here.
Okay.
You watch as Lord Grissom's body falls to the ground, and you see the same thing happen as before. The sort of soul, the spirit of this creature leaves the bones and slithers northward into this chamber and down the staircase that Lord Hallen had pushed Perella down and has seemingly went to, which goes down to the dungeon. And finally, to end up the turns, Cortion, anything you want to do?
So the horse is in front of me.
Yeah.
This guy still on the map though. He left, right?
Which guy?
The Lord
Yeah,
Vale.
our Vale's in the center of the map.
Who just slithered away, did you say?
The guy
So-
we just killed.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, when he died, his spirit or an essence had left his bones and slithered down the staircase into the dungeon.
Okay. This horse in front of me, how's he looking? Is he healthy?
Nope, he looks like shit.
I'm gonna do
You can blow on him and you fall apart.
I'm gonna blow on him.
All right, make a blow attack. He falls apart. All right, make your attack.
Trying to think of what's worth it. Hang on.
Just use your mace.
I don't want to use an action at these. Ranged, blast radius attack.
A blast radius attack?
Something that would do damage to both of them. Wait, where's my little? Yeah, let make this guy do it.
Sure. The one that's standing now is the horse. There's nothing else around.
Wait, what about Lord Vale?
Oh yeah, but Lucius is dead in front of him. You would catch Lucius in the attack as well.
No, I know. So
Okay.
to use the flamey dude,
Yes.
blast the shit out of that horse.
Yeah. Okay. Working it, and oh, not bad. That hits. The magma method goes flying towards the horse and just envelops it in just with its claw attack in magma. And you watch as it neighs and falls to the ground and dies.
Yeah. With him out of the way, I'm gonna step over that body, and I'm going for Lord Vale.
All right.
Yeah. All right. And as tough as I'm feeling right now, I'm looking over my shoulder to make sure Wolverbane's there, backing me up.
Oh, he's there.
And I think I've got one level. I've got 2, but I can't actually really have any good right now. Do I? Yeah. Okay. So I'm close enough that I can touch him.
Yeah, you're within 5 feet. What are you gonna do?
Okay. So I'm gonna do vampiric touch.
All right.
I'm gonna zap him.
You zap him. Is that our save? Or just an attack roll?
It's a spell attack.
A melee spell attack roll. All right.
Do I have anything to help me here? I'm not blessed. 22.
22 does hit.
And it does 3d6 necrotic damage and regain hit points equal to half.
Ooh, wow.
12.
12 points of damage, and you heal 6. You touch him, and this necrotic energy fills into the helmet of Lord Vale. I feel like it didn't do as much as you hoped.
Oh no.
I mean, it seems to have damaged him, but necrotic damage on undead just didn't seem to. The life force that you get back kind of makes you feel a little sick. But and it healed you a little bit, I suppose.
And I guess the only interesting thing with that spell is that until the spell ends, so I'm concentrating. You can make the attack again on each of your turns as an action. So maybe I can do that at range. Like maybe I don't have to be untouched. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll read it to them.
And I think that's it for me.
All right, Rogadar.
Well, feeling left out of the party inside, I am going to.
I failed too.
Okay, so 25 to the door,
All right, 25 to the door.
and then it's another 35 right to here, if I can get there.
Well, 25. How much movement speed do you have? That's 40 feet.
Oh, that's 4. Oh, I'm outside the door. 20. Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's 25 to the outside of the door entrance.
To the entrance.
Oh, okay, then that's 35.
Yeah, perfect. I'm gonna run right up to there with my dash.
All right.
And is there's light, right? Just
Yeah, the light spell. Lucius died just before dispelling that light.
cool, perfect. So I don't trip over bones.
No. All right. Lucius, it's your turn. Make me a death saving throw.
Fail.
It's one fail. And as we are over time, top of the order, Lord Vale. Battle axe on his back, holding onto the lance, he drives to the ground next to him. He's looking at all of you, charging into his keep, into his holds. He says to you, "I will let you leave. But this warlock is mine. He shall be sacrificed for the glory of Orcus. And that's where we're gonna end.
Oh no.
Think long and hard.
Gorgonite
about
just
your-
chuckles at him a bit.
So I'm curious. So you mentioned something about an altar.
Yeah.
When we searched, we didn't notice an altar.
Your investigation
downstairs,
was
I guess.
19.
All right.
Your
We didn't
investigation
see
check
it.
was not high enough to
Okay.
find
Okay.
a
Okay.
location
That's-
with an altar.
Yeah, it's fine. I was just asking if we saw an altar when we looked around.
When you went to the dungeons, it would just seem like a dungeons. You had a quick look around.
Right. Okay. Cool. Wow.
I don't know how this is gonna play together.
Can we- The shape that left the body, was
Yeah.
it like a ghost area?
It was like a shadow almost. It just skirted across the ground, and now you guys saw it. It went down to the dungeon where Lord Halen has taken Perella. And don't forget, your crew members are now spread out throughout the battlefields.
I mean, this isn't actually that bad, guys. I mean, one of the we've killed all the figures except for one who went downstairs. So really, it's just the leader left, and only one of us is unconscious. Like that's like pretty good for a combat.
Except when the DM says that, the DM knows something we don't.
So we
When-
don't know what happens to the shadows that go downstairs.
It just remind me real quick. When someone makes an attack against an unconscious creature, it's an automatic critical, right?
Yeah, that's true.
A critical.
That's 2 death saves. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No worries.
Don't like it.
Well. Yeah.
But I'm saying like
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
not
these
saying for
actual
I'm not saying for Lucius. I'm just saying for the party.
Yeah.
This isn't actually like they could win this fight basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
I might
actual
die, but the
Oh my
party could
gosh.
win the fight.
There might be. Are you preparing a new character, Lucius?
I have like several ideas for characters.
Okay.
Well, if they need him for some kind of sacrifice, they'll keep him alive until then.
Oh, jeez, this is so
I
weird.
take the soul of the Mephit. You can be that.
Ugh.
Take that body.
Ooh, you can become one of the fire
Oh,
Ganassi.
he's gonna become the next one.
All right, well, thanks for
Fire
watching. Thanks for watching, all of you on Twitch, and check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. We keep it up to date, so if you want to see how we got into this mess, you can go back and watch previous episodes. And we'll see you next week on the Gilded Dice.
Possibly not next week.
We might
We
not
have to
be
be.
there for
We might have
next
to pass next week. We might be away.
We'll figure something out, and we'll let you know when we'll be back with another episode.
Thanks
All
for
right.
being
Good
here.
night.